Right, I hope my mic is working. Just wanna double check here. But I think I'm good. I'm gonna start the stream now. Um, right, let's see right here. Should be able to see my screen in a second. So jumping into the VS Code. In the past couple of streams, I kind of like went over the Next.js stuff. So Next.js Tailwind, and we kind of like try to design something from the dribble. I'll delete the second one for now because nothing is in here, basically just dummy stuff. Feel free to participate on the chat. I'm pretty new to the streaming, so I'm not sure if the volume is alright. I mean, I need to change some stuff later on, but so far it should be quiet, the music, and I can like talk over on top of it. I hope the sound is all good. If you can follow me on Twitter as well. Just basically started all my social media, so there's basically nothing going on. It's pretty empty out here, but yeah, we're gonna start diving into some stuff like code, and I'm really fascinated by the beta for Next.js 13. They added so many cool stuff, and I've been like playing around with this for a little bit, and some of the stuff are really great. Server component, I think I'm really digging that. The layout, the app as well. So yeah, everything's pretty nice, and we're gonna start with the Next.js for now, but let's go try to find some design. Maybe let's see what we will be creating, if that makes sense. So the creation part, basically we will use Tailwind for the CSS. I think Tailwind does a really nice job in making things more efficient. So yeah, we're gonna install that with the Next.js, and I was thinking of using something like concurrently as well, so we have like a nice build process that we can work with. Right, so let's start our project. Basically, they have like a creating process like this. We're just gonna copy that. So npx create next app at latest -- experiment app, experimental app. It's like the new process of starting your next project. Project name would be YT or live. Take it. I won't use one of those. Maybe in the future, if you're like doing a lot of functionality, we can add some TypeScript ES linting. But for now, we're just doing design to code, so I'll keep it simple. But that's done. Next, we are going to jump into that folder. Right here. And then start the code there and set up on the parent side. So, we should have something to work with. And let's start the project. What it looks like. The local host. So they added some documentation examples. I think a couple of these goes to the old places. This one actually goes to the new documentation. So that's out of the way. We're gonna start the Tailwind, which is somewhere down here. So install that onto the project. Like the terminal. And then we're gonna init the application, the Tailwind. So we have our Tailwind file right here, which is great. We need to configure the content with the new Next.js setup, which is not going to the page, all going to the APA and the app folder. So I'm gonna copy this folder in case, but we're gonna be doing this for the most part. And then, of course, go to the global, the Tailwind directives down here, and it should be good pretty much. And let's try this out for now. Should delete all this, delete the footer as well, and then just paste in that. So we have that. First to text base. So we need to set up the build process pretty much. Let's set this up. Let's restart the server. So all we did was installed init, kind of like updated our content. Also need that, I think it's not updated here. And then the build, we also need the build process as well. So the layout is doing that, so that should be good. Yeah, there we go. So next Tailwind is in there. So here I can do like a base. It will basically do the base size. So all working. Our Tailwind is ready to go. And right now we can pick a design and start working with that in this case. So I'm gonna check in YouTube real quick. I think I'm streaming there as well. Make sure you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. I have a couple of videos. Mostly, some of these are advanced, like Redux stuff. But the old stuff were Tailwind videos. You can check that out. React, Tesla clone, Starbucks clone. On my Twitch, it says there's one viewer, but I'm not sure. Is that someone? But my YouTube as well. I hope more people join in soon, but starting is always like this, I guess. But yeah, I'll go ahead and start picking some design soon. So go to the dribble. I think we did some white on blue last time. This time we're gonna do something a little different, maybe something dark color. That will be really fun. Yep, so let's try to pick something here. Search for web UI. Right, so some website to look into. This look pretty cool. I really like anything that have like a big bold font like this. It's pretty eye-catching. I'm not sure what font they're using, but this look pretty cool. I think we can recreate something like this. That'd be nice. So let's do the front page. So the way I do it is on the app, I create a component file. And in that, we have different components. So for the first one would be the navbar. And inside the navbar, we have a navbar.js. Kind of like a clean the structure a little bit, so it doesn't confuse anyone. And then we can actually put it on the layout, since the navbar will be available in other pages as well. So we can do something in here. Right, so we have a navbar going on. So if you go here, you see some navbar. Again, if you're seeing this, if you're like coming in for the first time, make sure if you have any question, participate in the chat. I'll be happy to answer any question you have. So yeah, first thing, we have the navbar ready, so we can go in here, navbar there. Let's change the styling to white, right? We have a white background, so we don't need that. And the color should be black. So that's how it looked like. So we have the logo, and then we have some things in here, right? So we just project about, and then there's some menu. What we can do is hold this into one place and hold this as a one section. So two section. Let's separate it out with grid or flex box, whatever we choose. Yeah, I think grid looks pretty good. So I really like using grid, so I'll just start with that. Right here. Since we're using Tailwind, it's pretty easy to name any kind of styling we want. For easy to style anything on the go. So grid, and then we can say call grid column to, I believe, and then we have 1 and 2. But there we have something, and we see there's 2 columns. Both columns are 1 FR, so 1 FR, 1 FR by default. So it's taking up the equal amount of space, which is what we want. But we want the content to be on the right side, so we gotta figure that out, how to do that. And in this case, we have some logo services, right? So let's start with that. So in that we have logo, and then we have some, let's say, on the list, this item, the this, we have some more stuff. Projects and about, right? So go back to that's what it looks like. You can pass them to flex, and then we also pass them to be flex here, and space around, let's do space 5. On here we do some spacing as well, do a little bit more. So that's kind of how it looks like. And let's start bringing in some font. It doesn't look that nice in here. So on the page, we're gonna delete this, comment that out. We don't need that for now, and focus on the front. So Next.js kind of makes it really nice to do some font. So we can, what we can do is go to here and section font, or we can like navigate. So font is right here, and that makes it really easy. So we just install the font, and it grabs font from Google Store or Google Fonts, which is makes it really easy to work with. So I like Inter. Next.js use Inter, like all the fonts you see is Inter. It's really nice font to work with, and you kind of come in on the layout and import that. And after that, you just change the class name to this for the HTML, and the fonts get applied, but you're not gonna see anything. It'll restart everything. Go. Inter is not defined, so See, we missed one more step. This is right here. Define it, and it's not gonna work. I think it's the font is not there yet. We might have to come and bring it into our CSS. So right now we don't have the inter font. So Next.js have like a really nice way. So you kind of like imported the font from Google straight up, the package have it, and then you define the font and you use it on the class name, which is good. So the class name is inside the HTML, but you need to specify on the CSS file where we go to the global, and here you just type in inter on a quotation, and you'll see it will change to inter. So right now we have inter font instead of the other font. It should be good. And yeah, that's looking good so far. I really like it. The font is probably one of the best font at the moment. A lot of websites are using it, and I'm gonna stick with that. And we're gonna make some changes on the logo. Let's jump into the navbar. Text bold, right? I think, or font bold. That's looking good. Let's see what other stuff Tailwind have on the font weight. So font extra bold. Let's try the extra bold. See how it looks like. Yep, that's kind of looking like the logo a little bit. So I'll stick with that. And then we need to add some padding on the top. So I will padding on the most parent element. So we do a padding Y of maybe 4, padding X of maybe 6. Okay, that's cool. Kind of looking nicer. And then we need to do this. They have one other thing is, you see the color is not totally white. It's a little like an off-white color. So I'm gonna just grab that from the color picker here. So let's see. Does it work? Okay. Yeah. Open the image. That's a file. Okay. There, I would just use the color picker. F3, F3, F5. I'll go back to the global. Paste it in here. So it's a little off-white color instead of plain white. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you like the video, comment on the chat. On Twitch, people here as well, comment on the chat. If you have any question, let me know. I'm more than happy to answer anything you guys have on your mind. And check out my YouTube channel, by the way. If it's going to be all about the dev as well. I should probably add it on here somewhere on my Twitch. So link title, let's do YouTube. And then I'll just add my channel on here. So on the bio, you will probably find a link to my YouTube. If you're new, feel free to check it out. I have some tutorial there. And yeah, I do a lot of front-end Tailwind stuff and Redux as well. So the link is right there. I just added the link right here, so make sure you on it. There's some tutorial. Subscribe, like my videos. Like I am doing a Redux series at the moment. Redux is very important. I actually had a couple of interviews where they asked questions about Redux, so I think this tutorial kind of like sum all of that and help you navigate through it. There's another part coming, the last Redux part, which is the query, RTK query. I will release the video tomorrow, and after that I'll go back to Next.js. I think I'm really enjoying Next.js at the moment, so feel free to check my YouTube out. But other than that, yeah, let's jump right back into our code and start making some changes. So we have this part, contact us. It's pretty funny with Tailwind because you can make this button really easy. like this, super easily on Tailwind, and works out really great. So all I'll do is just do stuff going in here, and this one is the buttons, right? So contact us, and let's go back and try to create a button, right? So class bg black, padding y is equal 4, padding x is equal 6, plus padding y is 2, and then color text white, and then you add some rounded, let's do large. We have a button. Nice. Super easy to create on Tailwind. We don't have to do anything at all. Let's align the item as well. I think item center, I believe, is what kind of align it to the center. And yeah, that's very easy to use. So just a couple of classes. I created some button, and I think it's working really great. Hey, thanks for the follow. Milky Cider, thank you for following. You're my first follower, by the way. If I'm going to do a giveaway, I'll probably give away something for you. You're like the first follower. So congratulations on that. Yeah, I guess I'm doing something right. I'm not sure. But let me know. Alright, so I have that. So one other part about Tailwind is like we don't have to use hover or anything. So when you add this button, Tailwind already. Hey, thank you, Milky. And the first chat, so congratulations. At least you're making someone's day. So thank you. And yeah, if you have any question, let me know. I mean, I'm always willing to teach new stuff. I just started streaming and doing YouTube. I was just curious. I had like an old YouTube channel before, which kind of like had like 100,000 views. Did some Flutter tutorial, but I kind of like abandoned the channel and started over again. So this new channel have some fun tutorial, I would say. But yeah, I'm really digging the Tailwind. And the thing I was talking about, the Tailwind, when you add this button, it already created a hover effect. So you don't, I didn't create any hover in here. It automatically have that hover going on. So that's pretty cool about the Tailwind. It have some base classes added to this HTML tag. I don't have to do anything. It kind of like did it on its own. So that's out of the way. And we need to create the horizontal line. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do that. But double horizontal line, I would probably need some help from the icon. So React icon is pretty good. And I'm sure they have something that I can work with. So that's a hamburger, right? That's what they call it. They have like a 3 menu. They have any 2 menu in here. Right here, that's probably going to work for now. So I need to install this package, definitely. So this is what I do: React npm I react save. Probably going to save it, but that works out. So that's out of the way. And next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna bring in some icon, and we saw like 2 stripe one. Let's do this TB menu, right? So we need to TB menu is probably this one. I'm not sure. Yeah, so this one. So what we have to do is import TB menu right there from React icon /TB. So all remember, like this TB, the first 2 letter is usually the letter of the package library. So that menu had like a TB in the front, I believe, and that indicate to go to this file. to grab that icon. So when we have that, I can just paste it in here. Oops, that's not how I'm gonna do it. It's basically a component itself. So okay, let's see how it looks like for now. Right, we need to use some flex box, of course. So let's do that on here. Flex, and then space. And then we need to like item center as well. So we have something going on there. That's fine. Let's increase the size. I think they have like built-in classes that you can do to increase the size. I probably have to go to the documentation somewhere. Where's the documentation? So their size, right? So they have our props size, and let's say pixel. That's gonna be huge, but I'm gonna go with that. Yeah. So let's turn it into 80. 40, 20. Oops. Too small. But I think that kind of works out. I'll increase the spacing as well, so we have a bit more spacing. So now this is the fun part. Like on the flexbox, we would do justify content center, align left, right, whatever. But on the grid, I think there's some different step to take in. I can try using text left. It's probably not gonna work. I'll have to work with margin. So margin left auto maybe work. Yeah. So that works out, and kind of like looking similar, a little bit more round, make it more rounder. So that's definitely, let's do rounded full. Right, that's a round button right there. I think that works out for now. And let's see what else we need to do. Yeah, I really want something like this, but I didn't find any icon similar to that, so I'm stuck with this for now. And let's increase the size of the logo right there, right? So come on, have text VXL. And then item center looks like it's all item top, so we need to do item center here as well. So all centered, nice like that. Uppercase letters, so we need to do that in. I think Tailwind have something like that, upper extra information, right? So uppercase, we just put that in. It will all become uppercase. So right here, let's do uppercase. Contact us is uppercase as well. So there. All right, cool. So far it's looking all right. I think maybe a little bit more bold on this. I can try that out, see how it works. Text bold or medium. I think medium will work. Font weight. It's not text, it's font. I always mix and match those two. But yeah, font medium. Yeah, I like that. I think font medium does the job pretty much. So one thing about Tailwind is mobile file design. So everything you design is basically on the mobile, and then you move onto the browser, bigger window size. So right now everything is designed in mobile, but we don't want that. What we want is when we are mobile, we want it to be different. So we want it to be vertical. So right now we have grid column 1. What I'm going to do, I'm going to do grid column 1, and then when it goes to bigger devices, I want it to be 2, grid column 2. So it's grid column 1 right now, and then when it goes to bigger devices, it becomes grid column 2. So 1, 2, and then 1 right here. Since it's margin left auto, so it should be only on the bigger devices. Let me just see. Margin auto, let's see right here. I want it to be on the bigger devices only. And then on smaller devices, I need margin auto horizontal, so MX auto, so it's right in the middle. Same with let's see, same with the main top as well, so MX auto. And then when it goes bigger devices, we can keep it like this. I think it looks pretty good. Like, bam, right? That's look good. And we can use some margin top of, let's say, 5. And then we also do some margin top on here. Let's do a bit bigger margin top. Yeah. So we have some responsive stuff going on. Looking pretty neat. So we didn't get some stuff in here like that. I'm still feeling bad about this, but I wish there was some easier way to create on the Tailwind. It would create a longer time for me to recreate that on Tailwind, so I just grabbed that for now. That's fine. But you see it's still breaking. So right now you see it's breaking up a little bit. So this is not aligned center. Let's see what's up with that. So right here, item center, but it's not actually centered because it's grid column 1. So let's see. MY auto, probably mess it up again. We can do justify center. Let's see. Not justify center. Let's see what else they have. They have like a lot of different things to pick in. Like they have justify center, item center. They also call it in different names. It's not exactly named with the CSS. So sometimes it's hard to remember what they were. So you might have to come back here and see right here. They have a lot of stuff. So we have to play around with this and make sure which one actually works for us. Yeah, I see a couple of you guys are in here. Welcome to my channel. I really appreciate you coming by. Make sure you follow, by the way. I think only there's one follow. So this is the follow button. I will be doing a lot more stream lately. This week, next week. So you might find me here. So get the follow. Right. Let's go back. So let's justify content. Let's try that out. Justify center. No, that's not gonna work for sure. I was trying more on the vertical side. So right here. Yeah. Not really. Yeah, we want this. So we added this, but I think I misspelled something. Okay, that's not okay. So we take this away. Oh, right here. This is what is messing it up. I think I added some margin top. Yeah, this is what is messing it up, of course. So it was all good basically. So we have that, but this is not aligned properly. So I think Yeah, so what we need to do is we need to make sure there's margin. We keep the margin because we added it for the phone, right? Let it right, we should be using margin top on the main here. Right, we added some margin top, but when it goes to bigger devices, we don't want that margin. So what we need to do is when it goes to bigger devices, margin top is equal to 0. So we have to do that, remember. So in the mobile, we have a little bit of extra space on the top, and on the bigger devices, we don't want that extra space on the top. So it kind of like fixes that. So yeah, that's what I'm doing here. On the mobile, margin top 5. On bigger devices, we don't want that. Medium is basically like this range. So this is medium. So once it goes medium and above, it's like 0 margin on the top. So we need to do same thing in here as well. So when it goes to bigger devices, margin top equals 0. So there we go. We have it all aligned as you want it. There we go. So that was a bit harder, but kind of like moved towards it. And yeah, let's do something in this part right here. This is gonna be a little challenging. So some border. This style I'm not sure. Yeah, we can create it actually. Yeah, we can definitely. We need a background, by the way. Let's I have an idea. I'm not sure it's gonna work out, but we can definitely try. And in that case, we create a new component called hero. And the hero, we create a new JS file, right? And we import it to our page right here. So we have a hero going on in here. So we want a lot of margin top. Then we want something like this. Yeah, let's start with that. So the hero class margin top is equal to 24, and then we have a border 1, right? That's how it is on Tailwind. Border is 2, border width, border color, border style, border solid. Let's see how it looks. Border color. Well, I'm not sure if that's even the right key, but it's okay. I like this. To have a vision of color. Gray 900. That looks pretty good. We need a width on the border, so let's add some one activated. We have some border. So inside that we need something. All right, here's my plan was. So instead of border, my plan was to do. Let's comment this out over here just in case. PG black here, and then let's do some div, and then in here we do some PGY. Let's see how that works. Okay, that kind of works. Yeah, we do some padding. I'm not sure if that's gonna work. Our margin. Y to app. So we just don't have anything in here yet. So we can do is let's type something. And then we do some around it. Yeah, it's not exactly creating that. And let's make it really thin. Yeah, I think this might work a little bit. So in this example, we can use something like width equals 2, and then we have kind of like a 2 column in there, and that's height 2. Ooh, I'm not sure how big size gonna get, but cool. Yeah, so that was kind of my take on it. We definitely see this part. We definitely see this part as well. This part as well. But we need to thin this area. I'm not sure how small we can get. I think that kind of works out for now. I'll keep it as this. With this one we need a text for each one. Last name, text. Yeah, so we definitely gonna increase the size later, but here look beyond limits. Right, so we have something going on. Text size one size they have non Excel. Let's try that. One bold. What? Looking fine. Only a padding X of 8. And we need a height to make it full. So we also need a same background color, so let's go back in and grab that. And PG also notice one thing, we're using Tailwind, so we don't need to do this. We can actually create our own font in here. I think in here it shows you how to do that. So we can go back in here and go to colors and then create our own name. Let's say PG white. Let's do main PG white, right? And then paste in that color. Make sure we have a comma after that. So once we have that, it should be able to work. influencing classes, right? Here we go. And then we can like bring that in here instead of typing it the color code. The main BG what? This is creating the same color. BG, right? Yeah, it's a bit conflicting. We have like two BG kind of like name convention conflict happening, but you can see we have something going on in here. I think pretty cool. We can make it a little bolder. Yeah, kind of works out. A little bit more padding. We can do is like get this using a snapping tool for now. Right here. And just take that image out and we can use that. And here on the project, we are going to create a file called images. And on the images, we're gonna just paste in that image. We have a new image in here. So what we can do is we can bring that into our file over here. Or your image from images slash your image. Good. And then, hey, make sure you like, by the way, if you are watching on YouTube, make sure you like this video. If you have any question, comment down below as well. I'm happy to answer. Hey, Andy. Andy says, yo. Yeah, glad to see you, man. I'm like, if you have any question, feel free to ask. Make sure you like the video, comment, subscribe, and yeah, all that. Currently trying to recreate this design, and we have the image in here. Hey, Fernando from Argentina. Nice. Glad to see you, man. I hope you have a fun time watching this stream. So I'm using Next.js and Tailwind, by the way, if you can't tell, but yeah, it's a little bit fun to work with. So for here, I'm going to use Next.js latest image. So Next.js 13. Living in DC. Hey, Fernando, you're pretty close by the way. I'm in Maryland. I'm in Maryland, so 15-20 minutes from my place to DC. And yeah, I work as a software engineer, so glad to see you becoming a web developer. Really fun. It's a really fun industry. So if you have a passion for it, you definitely can work it out. Like if you have any question on how to land your first job, I'm more than happy to answer those as well. Hey, Andy from Switzerland. Nice. Damn, you're in a really beautiful country, Andy. I'm jealous. Can you see the mountain out from your window? Yeah, Fernando, the market is pretty crazy right now. Like, I'm not sure how far are you in the job search process, but market is behaving really weird. So my tips for you would be to do a lot of lead code, maybe, like, because there's a lot of people losing their job. So you can like do a lot more lead code to get a little prepared in case you never know. Hey, if you guys are watching me, can you like my video? Like, I hope you guys can like this video and it can show in other people's recommendation. It's really hard to do the streaming. Like it's probably like second stream, but we can call this a first stream. This is my the other stream will like basically test. But yeah, I've been trying to do a little bit more streaming more, see how it works out. But it's really fun connecting with a lot of people. Like you guys coming in, talking about where you at. It's really nice to see that. Fernando stayed. So Fernando is commenting on YouTube, by the way. So I'm also streaming on Twitch. So he's commenting on YouTube and he's saying that I'm trying really hard to get a job, but has been very hard. Yes, I can 100% relate to you. It's been pretty crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's rough out here. Like, people are getting laid off left and right. Best paycheck in the world. Story. Yeah, man, I'm jealous. I'm jealous of it. Like, definitely. Switzerland is one of my dream places to visit. I have like some relative there, so I'll be there soon. And use the paycheck over there as well. But yeah, going back to Fernando, hey, it's really hard to get a job. I can relate. You have to like separate yourself from the other people. You know, you have to like work on some project, build your portfolio side. And you said you don't have an experience, just 3 months of internship after my bootcamp. That's good. Internship experience is awesome. Like, the first real job I got was after doing my internship. So I have the same pathway, you can say. Like I did some bootcamp and then I did some internship for 3 months and then I got my first full-time job. So let me tell you something about the first full-time job. It's not gonna be your dream job. It's just going to be there so you can like put it on the resume. So you don't have to go all the way and make sure you get a job at Amazon, Google, or whatever. Just make sure you got a job, like a job that pays you and something that you can put it on a resume. So after you get a full-time job, your work should be to put it on a resume so you have something to talk about. Then you start applying. Like after doing a full-time job for a year, you can start applying to better option. So that way you can talk about what you did in the previous job, what you did in the internship. You have a better idea. Hey, Andy, say I'll wait for you. Yeah, I'll hit you up when I visit Switzerland. Maybe you can be my tour guide. I just want to get a job. Hey, that mentality is you have to be patient. Like, this market is tough. I'm telling you, this is like nobody has seen this market in like past 10 years. Like, it's insane. So you have to be a lot more patient. It's super hard. I have so many friends who are like looking for a job, and every time I talk to them, they're like pretty sad. Like sometimes they even tell like they're going back to retail work. You know, they're not gonna do software engineering anymore. It's pretty tough, but you have to be patient. That's what's supposed to. Hey, if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you like the video. Thank you for liking it. But yeah, overall, that's why I'm doing some Next.js. I think a lot of company in the future will be using Next.js, like the new version. So it's going to be in your favor if you know Next.js. Do you have any portfolio, Fernando, by the way? Hey, thanks, Fernando, for liking it. Yeah, I recommend you create a portfolio and then buy a domain and put it out there. So you have your portfolio that your interviewer can look into. A lot of people who interview, they don't even have a portfolio. They have like GitHub and LinkedIn. So if you have a portfolio, if you have your own website, that kind of separate yourself from the other people. Nice. Yeah, just buy a Google domain and attach to it. It works out really good. So in this, where were we? We were like on building some stuff in here. The image. So Next.js 13 have like a really nice image. They kind of upgraded their old image thing. So right now you will find some, yeah, Google domain. I have like, hey, I have a lot of stuff. I mean, I have some domain as well. So you see CSS1. This is one of my project, by the way. And this is the domain I bought from Google and attached to my project. So this is a project I did long time back, and you see it became product of the day from Product Hunt, and it was voted like almost 1,000 times upvoted. So it got really viral, and I did it on my own. So you can go back to my GitHub and see it's all me doing it, and it got a product of the day, and it was nominated for product of the year as well. And when interviewers sees this, they like talking about my project as well. So this is a really popular project, and interviewer like it. You can also follow me on GitHub. I have a lot of cool stuff going on, so some of my YouTube videos are on the GitHub as well. Yeah, so you can buy the Google domain. Google domain is super cheap, and then you can, this is basically a Google domain. I bought it for like $12, and I added it to my project. And yeah, so I have like a online presence so people can look into. But yeah, I'm gonna turn down the mic a little bit. So yeah, we were talking about some images, like image right here, next image. So we bring that in here. So they added a lot of nice stuff to the image, optimize it, and then we're gonna put this in here. For the source, we're gonna use your image like that. What? I think there's something going on. All right. Image and there. So it's equal to your image. Let's do that. See if it's working. Yeah, we have something going on like that. Pretty close. Let's shift it all the way to the right. So we have some gap, you see. We need to close that gap, but for this part, I think I'm gonna use grid instead of that. So we have something like column 2. Let's do column 3. And then span the first bit to span colpan 2. So we have something like this. And for the image, we can do is class name is equal to height is full. Oops. We don't definitely want that. It's kind of like stretch out. Yeah, when it goes to this, we want it to be a little different. we can figure that out. So right now we have something like this. What we can do is a background image, if that makes sense. We can do this right here, PG image, right? I think that's how the Tailwind goes. And we're gonna do like a URL to write this. That might fix some of the problems. In that case, you have to be on the public, so we're gonna move that into public. Chip big. To the button here. Div. Is the button style. Hey, thanks Fernando. Thanks for stopping by. Right, so this is so far we recreated. Just need the email logo. I think we are using React icons, so we can go back to that as well. You know, this is perfect. So we can do is import from React icons slash HI, right? And then we can like just put it in here. This is what it looks like. We do a flex box. You know, do a flex box in here. And then we do is space X for item center. And then for this, we increase the size a little bit. Let's do 100. Oops. 20. Too small. 40 is good, I think. And then there's a circle going on. So how do we do that? We just add a border. Round it full. Border size a little bit. We start border width. And then we do some kind of like a border width, right? We do border width for border color. And then do some padding as well. Padding for border 2. Change the. Okay, I think that's looking a little better than what we did before. Still pretty close. Then there's like 3 more down here. So we can go to the next page, which is right here. We can do one more of that in here. You need like 3, right, for this. Let's see. Okay, we need like to wrap this in like one thing. And then here, get rid of this. Copy this one instead. Because we create the pants, and then over here we want to do is we want like 3 column, and then inside the 3 column we need 3 different items. So 1, 2, 3, and we need the background color to be this. So all of them would have that background color, right? So 1, 2, 3, and then it's gonna be this. This one have a little bit different color, and we can definitely look into it and see how it works out. Hey, Joe followed on Twitch. Thank you, Joe, for giving me a follow. Really appreciate it. And yeah, I'm trying to like recreate this on Next.js and Tailwind. So this styling have been a little bit tricky, but so far this is what I've done. And then we're just finishing it off with up here. So let's do it over here. We can do is make this in a div, a paragraph. Let's do h2. They are very even better. It's great. Need to increase the styling, of course. So class name, font, medium, text, DXL. We want to make it a little cleaner. So what else there is? I can't wait. Light. Let's do the light first. Okay, pretty cool. I like that. For each of these, I want to have some kind of a padding. So padding Y is equal to 8. Padding X is equal to 4. Let's see how it looks. That's fair enough. And then this one needs to be a little different color, so I'm not sure I can get that color. E8, E7, EE, right? So for this one, we can do is we do the padding on the top. E8, E7, EE, right? That was the color. Yeah. And then we add some border around LG. And then say something like Netflix logo. So it's Netflix logo, PNG, black. If they have any kind of logo like that. That PNG. Oh, that's a PNG. We need the black one. Paste that on Netflix. Then I'll bring it up in our project. So we can do is we can use an image on this one for sure. So we need to put it on the images folder. So for this part, what we can do is we can actually go in here and bring up the Netflix image that we imported. And for the source, you can say the Netflix logo, right? So we can do here is import Netflix logo from images / Netflix PNG, and then we can just insert the logo in here. Oh man. That's not a background in PNG. That sucks. Yeah, that wasn't the logo I was looking for sure. Let's see what else we have. Guess we have to go with something like this. Is this PNG? Yeah, look to be the one. I'll just go with the regular logo. I mean, I don't need the black version. Hey, you. How is 99? Yeah, I played around with Next.js 13. I like some part, but so many of the technology I use are incompatible with it, though I probably take a while for me to switch. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of, like, they're trying to improve, so it's pretty good. I mean, we're trying to like recreate this design into this Next.js Tailwind thing. So we're not doing any kind of like interactive build, but we're basically trying to recreate a design using Tailwind inside Next.js. So we're using some image component, the new image component. We're also using the new font. So yeah, it's pretty nice. I like the Next.js, whatever they're doing. But this should be a PNG, hopefully. Yeah, it's a PNG. Alright, we have something going on there. So physical, let's keep 50 for now, and then we need to do some column flexbox. Hey Otis, if you're enjoying this, if you like what I'm doing, make sure you give me a follow on Twitch. I just recently started streaming, so hopefully I'm gonna do a little bit more soon. And yeah, we're gonna do like flex in here, so let's do that. Yeah, right here, flex. Flex call, and then we're gonna do some space Y. 24. Yep. We didn't find that color, but it's fine. We're okay with that. For the second part, let's jump into the second part. Very similar, right? Second part have very similar stuff. We can like copy paste this maybe and see where we land at. Of course, there needs to be some padding and the round. The letter is a little bold, so do that. Oops. Conflicting. So we have something in here for sure. Right. This one's probably gonna be an image for now. So I can like get that image out. This is gonna be a background image, so I'm going to put it on the public. And for that, we are going to be doing this right here. We had an image in the previous navbar hero, I think, right? Yeah, we have some images in here. And just copy that. Here, so we do a URL, and here we're gonna do is 3D img. So that's the image. Okay. Then we're gonna do is rounded LG rounded. We also have some border on the X. The Tailwind should have some kind of border X only. we're gonna try to add that in. And yeah, hey, if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you like the video. And let's see, border width. Let's try that. What is that? Let's see. I want just on the side, so something like this, right? But I'll specify it. Let's do it here. Definitely not what I was looking for. So. Yeah, so far we kind of like did our best to recreate it, but we need to do some border. I have to find the right border for this. So I haven't used border on Tailwind before, so I don't know exactly what to look into. So outer border, so we need something like this. So let's do this. Yeah, let's see what it looks like. So we specify the border and then we specify the color. So border is basically one pixel by default. So 1 pixel. Okay, cool. So yeah, great. We're just gonna add it onto the cover instead of that small part, which is right here. And then right here, there we go. And we're just gonna do gray in here. Or let's do black. Yeah, that's looking more like how it should be. So let's go to the next one right here. Add that border in. And then the last one here as well. So we have something going on. And the main one as well. To the very top right here. And add a border. Yeah, there's some margin in here, so that's not good. I think this is looking pretty good. I mean, it's not exactly how you see it, but it's pretty close. I would say I probably need to spend more time on recreating this part, this over here. But so far, I think we can do more radius. Yeah, that'd be a good one. Let's see what kind of radius they have. This I did the large, so probably need a little bit more. The large is a full. The large have 2.5. XL. Let's do XL. Let's put the very out. Where's that border? Okay, let's see. Okay, maybe it will change something. Alright, that's looking a little better. Let's try the next one up, which is 2XL. There we go. Yeah, I think this looks better. This definitely looking better. XL. This is perfect. Exactly what we need. So anytime we did kind of like a border, rounded large, right? We need to change it to 3. So let's change all of this to 3. So that's looking better. Yeah, I think it's been good so far. We got the border right. The image, we didn't have an image, otherwise I would actually do it on the absolute image. But so far, since we didn't have that cutoff, I couldn't do the absolute image. I had to like, we have that problem because of that. But other than that, if we had an image like that absolute PNG, we can put it on here, and then we could get rid of this instead. But so far, I think this should work. Yeah. If you want to make this a hover, you can also do that. So we have a mail right here. We can do is class cursor. So it's a very simple class, and it should become a cursor. Or they have different cursor auto, right? Cursor pointer is what I'm looking for. Yeah. So there have a pointer in there, and the button is already have a pointer in there as well. So I think that kind of works out for now. I mean, it was fun working with Next.js and Tailwind. Definitely works it out. And yeah, the new feature, we added like the image, and then we also work with the font. We kind of like install the font. It's really nice. And all the styling is done using Tailwind. So yeah, if you're new, you guys might want to check my YouTube channel out. I have like tutorial in there. Make sure you go ahead and check my YouTube. There's new tutorial coming in all the time, and it's really helpful. Some you guys might find it really interesting. Like I do Redux, Tailwind, HTML, CSS, and yeah, there will be more tutorial coming in. I have a RTK query tutorial coming in that kind of goes over Redux query. It's really fun. I think you will learn a lot with that. And after I finish up in my Redux playthrough, I will go over do some Next.js tutorial. So yeah, hey, if you're stopping by on YouTube, I just kind of recreated this design to this localhost using Next.js and Tailwind. It wasn't an easy one. It's a little challenging because we didn't have the right image. So I think we kind of did a little okay job in that sense. I'll close that out. Yep. So yeah, the color, we use some Tailwind new feature as well. We use what do you call the image? Oh, not on this component, but we use image on other component. We use font and the new layout as well. So we have a layout going on. We use on the navbar on the layout. So yeah, a little bit of Tailwind features kind of coming in handy. I think this is where I will stop my stream. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you follow, like, go to my YouTube, like, comment, subscribe. I have a lot of new stuff coming in, so it will be pretty fun. Thank you for hanging out. All right, bye.